Tuesday, October 1st, breaking into a new month, 2019. In the polar opposite of yesterday's workout, yesterday we just sprinted, not a barbell in sight. Today there's only a barbell in sight, the deadlift. Of course, there's some similarities. A lot of explosive power and hamstrings needed yesterday for the sprinting, and today, explosive power and hamstrings needed for the deadlift. That is not lost on me. There's some intentional interference from what we're doing yesterday to what we're doing today. Because sometimes in life doesn't care what you did the day before. You're going to have to potentially use some muscles that were fatigued previously. So we're doing that intentionally. Again, it's not lost on me. Here's what we have. The deadlift. 7 sets of 2. Fantastic day. I mean, a crowd pleaser. If you're running for election in the CrossFit world to be president, your platform would probably be the deadlift, because every single person would just cheer and think you're the best person in the world. People love the deadlift. We have a video showing the deadlift, and after you do your warm-up, after you do the warm-up that we prescribed, you're head to toe warm, but you're not necessarily ready to pull your first heavy 2. The warm-up is a general warm-up. Then you're going to break out that barbell and slowly start adding some weight, pulling some deadlifts, resting a little bit between each one of those until you build up the weight to what will be your first working set. So there's a difference between your warm-up sets and your working sets. Your warm-up sets don't count towards those 7 sets of 2, which are your working sets. Where you should be for your double, that's up to you. I'm going to give you some things to shoot for, some super fitness robot percentages, some more likely percentages. Those come from lifting charts. Lifting charts are great, but lifting charts don't know how you slept last night. Lifting charts don't know what you did the day before. Lifting charts don't know anything about you. And so I'm also a big fan of you paying attention to your body during your warm-up and during your warm-up sets and picking a good load for your working sets. That, paired with the lifting chart, can be a good way to do it, but don't shortchange you knowing your own body far more than a lifting chart does. Once you get to your 7 sets of 2, another classic question is, do I have to hold the same loading across every set, or can there be some variance in there? Either one's fine. If there's going to be some variance in there, all I ask is, each one of those 7 sets of 2 should be appropriately challenging for your level of capacity. And what I mean by that is, if it's a super easy double, super easy, it shouldn't count as one of your working sets. It's probably one of your warm-up sets. Now, I say appropriately challenging. Appropriately challenging could mean that you're nowhere near a PR. That's fine. It's just challenging and safe for how you feel today. We just want each one of those 7 doubles to be appropriately challenging, and then you're going to get the stimulus that you need, and you're going to advance. You'll also notice that we don't have anything else programmed today. We're very big at CrossFit Linchpin of giving heavy days the respect and time that they deserve. So your warm-up takes a while. Building up your warm-up sets takes a while for you to get to even your very first working set of 2. And then between each one of those 7 sets of 2, you might rest 2 to 4 minutes so that you can let your body be ready once again to actually pull a heavy, challenging load and to do it safely. Rushing a heavy day is a great way to be either potentially injurious or not get the benefit out of the heavy day and then wonder why you're plateauing and not advancing. We don't want any part of that. So again, 7 sets of 2 on the deadlift, and we have a video showing that as well. Super fitness robot percentage for a day like today, I'm going to say if you're holding 85% or higher of your 1 rep max across all these doubles, that is tremendous work. I'm expecting more people to be at 70% or higher of their 1 rep. We get a scaled workout today. Scaling heavy days is relatively easy because the first thing that you can do is just significantly drop the loading, and that's one of the easiest scales in the world. So for this, we're going to knock down the volume a bit as well. We've got 5 sets of 2 compared to 7 sets of 2. And then I have written here, focus on technique, not loading. Every lifter should do that. Everyone. But if you're new to lifting, it's critical. You don't want your ego to get in the way, for you to be so concerned of, I'm new, I'm not lifting enough weight, everyone's looking at me, the person on the next platform is laughing at me. The heck with that. That's a great way to tweak yourself or not make the advancement that you need. Walk in there, choose weights that are appropriate for your skill level, and focus on technique. If you leave the gym happy and healthy, and better at the deadlift than you walked in, that day was a success. That's what we're looking to get out of this. Limited equipment option. We're programming a heavy day when all they have is a pair of 50-pound dumbbells for men, a pair of 35-pound dumbbells for women. These heavy days for the limited equipment are fantastic. And I would say every now and then, even if you have a barbell, do the limited equipment option instead of the barbell option, because the variance is through the roof, and I guarantee it will just challenge you in a unique way. So here's what we have for the limited equipment option. Single leg stiff-legged deadlift, 3 sets of 12 reps per leg. We have a video showing that. Single arm dumbbell row, 4 sets of 12 reps per arm. Video showing that. And then dumbbell deadlifts, 75 repetitions in as few sets as possible. And we have a video showing that as well. Accessory work, optional as always. Single leg stiff-legged deadlifts. Now, this is for the people that did the barbell during the workout. Obviously, if you did the single leg stiff-legged deadlifts as part of the limited equipment option, you're not doing them again. Single leg stiff-legged deadlifts, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per leg, video. And then the side plank hold, some gut work. Accumulate 1 to 2 minutes per side, and we have a video demonstrating that. Cool down and stretching, 5 to 15 minutes, casual, walking, jogging, biking, or rowing. Then we're going to stretch. We have the glute stretch. Hold that for 1 to 2 minutes per side. Video demonstrating that. And then the foam roller for the back, and a video showing that as well. Hope you enjoyed the deadlift. Hope it went well for you. And I will see you back here tomorrow for Wednesday's workout.